Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. This is Marin Hirsch from Nets Elixir. We are going to get started with our webinar this afternoon. We're going to be covering how to maximize your holiday SEM sales and provide a 2013 holiday calendar for retailers. So I just wanted to give you a little bit of background about Nets Elixir University. As you can see, this is a picture here with our whole group here that attended our first annual Retail Digital Marketing Seminar for C-level executives. And we had a lot of great participation from some amazing companies and had a lot of great guest speakers. For example, one of the people that was able to attend was Marleta Ross from American Express. She's the VP of Global Digital Marketing Capabilities there, as well as Brett Goffin. He's over in the back. He was actually attending from Google. He's their head of industry retail. And we had many other great speakers as well as a part of this event. It was basically, like I mentioned, part of Net Elixir University. We were launched in 2012 with a vision of democratizing the digital marketing industry through exceptional knowledge and expertise sharing. And through monthly webinars and this annual seminar, we hope to provide the tools and knowledge to help people become better search marketers. So we invite you to join our LinkedIn group, Nets Elixir University. And also, if you have any questions, you can tweet with hashtag NetsElixirU, and we'll be happy to answer them for you. So just to give you a quick background about Udayan Bose, he's our founder and CEO here at Nets Elixir, and he founded PartyBingo.com, also known as Party Gaming, and he's been a guest lecturer at many different places, including the Johnson School of Management at Cornell University, as well as City University of New York, Baruch, and the Indian School of Business. So what we're going to be covering today is what is the SEM holiday calendar. We're going to be providing highlights to key online shopping dates for this year, as well as discussing the day-wise forecast of competitive intensity for paid search advertising, and also discuss the day-wise forecast of year-over-year cost per click inflation. So I'm going to pass it over to Udayan now. He's going to be going over in further detail the holiday calendar. So Udayan?
Thank you, Marin. Thank you. Hi, everyone. I'll just start by sharing as to how exactly does Net Elixir build this holiday calendar. We have been doing this since 2008, and it is an initiative which is really built around a lot of data analysis, a lot of research, which is done by the Net Elixir Retail Intelligence Lab. We have been conducting actually an ongoing analysis of the minutest of search trends and e-commerce metrics for about 32 mid-sized and large retailers in the United States. And the calendar is sort of heavily based on this data analysis. We actually have gone down to that level where for the holiday seasons, last about 5 holiday seasons, we have tracked e-commerce metrics and almost the minutest of data on an hourly basis. So overall, it again is a lot of number crunching, a lot of data analysis, which has really helped us to build this calendar. We consider ourselves lucky because our holiday research has been published in very reputed publications such as the New York Times and the Time magazine. We also have been a part of the Citigroup panel as well as the Goldman Sachs panel, which really takes feedback regarding the holiday trends or the upcoming insights about the holiday season. So let me, without really sort of taking more time, present our holiday calendar for 2013. So this is what we call the Net Elixir's holiday SEM calendar for 2013, and it basically sort of tracks the days from the Thanksgiving Day, which happens to be the 28th of November this year, till about Christmas, which is 20th of. So I think that's where we have tried to focus on. As you can see, the holiday calendar has multiple colors is highlighted. So all the dates which are colored red, we expect intense competition on these dates. And understandably, for SEM marketer or for any retailer, these are the dates when the online shopping trend will be at its highest. In fact, yesterday, very interestingly, I was at one of our client locations at Kansas City with Kansas City Stakes Marketing Group. When we were discussing the calendar, by analyzing their historical trends and sort of basically using this calendar, it really helped us because we got everyone from logistics, what is the last date when the free shipping will happen. Everything has to be really in sync. And there is a very specific reason for that. So effectively, this year is quite unique, and these holiday seasons are very unique, primarily because this would be the shortest runway to Christmas since 2002. And as we all know, 2002 online shopping was just picking up. I mean, it was probably not even at its infancy. And now online shopping is big. So understandably, the level of competition that you can expect will be huge. Also, another very interesting thing, I mean, overall, based on our research, we have seen that online sales for the year 2013, so when I say for the year 2013, is January to August 2013 numbers, really spell out a very interesting trend. The online retail sales per our research has been growing anywhere between 18% over last year, that is 2012, to 22%. So 18 to 22% is the rate of growth. Let us for a minute assume that we are going to have the same average 20% growth for all of your businesses or the entire retail space during holiday season as well. The same 20% growth. Now the interesting part is this 20% growth will now be squeezed within probably about a 75% of the total holiday time. So think per day sales, what is the overall impact on per day sales and how much of a spike you can expect. So let us say you are a merchant who sold about 100 units in the holiday season last year. So the number of units that you can expect to sell this year during the holiday season would be 20% higher, which is 120 units of sale this year. Last year, if you had 1 month, you had basically 100 units sold over 30 days, which is roughly about 3.33 units per day. This year, you have 120 units to sell, but that would have to be sold in about 20 days, which is about 6 units per day. So as you can see, despite the online holiday sales projection at a very moderate level of 20%, the actual impact on a per day increase in demand that you can expect can be almost double. Now, let me tell you, when we were discussing all these numbers yesterday at Kansas City Stakes, we got everyone from the free shipping head, from the CEO of the company, everyone was there. And because the entire thing is really connected to your capability or ability of your company to ship quickly, on time, when exactly will be your last ground shipping day, what day would be the last shipping day for your company. We know that 21st December would be a super Saturday. So all these things have to really be kept in mind. But our suggestion or recommendation to all of the retailers who depend heavily on holiday shopping is, please plan so as to incorporate this forecasted spike in sales. Because the people who, or the companies who do not plan in advance may struggle in terms of purely meeting up the demand or catering to the demand which has been created, which may be unprecedented, something that you may not really have faced in the past 10 years. So that was, I think, how important the holiday calendar is. Now, if I were to sort of drill down a little bit, we are seeing some other pretty interesting trends, which it's important, again, for all of the retailers to be exceptionally prepared to sort of maximize the opportunities with these sort of trends give. For example, we have seen that the Black Friday promotions start from Thanksgiving Day, from about noon on Thanksgiving Day. This year, in fact, we are anticipating that the Black Friday weekend sales, I mean, if that is to be the nomenclature used for that big weekend sales, may start 2 days before Thanksgiving Day. So if the Thanksgiving Day is in the 28th, it can be very easily expected that the Black Friday weekend sale will start around 26th of November. That is something which You may not have factored in. If you have not factored in, we would request you to at least be aware of this and have a plan ready so as to really meet up to this, because some of the companies, as I have mentioned, some of the large retailers, you can expect them to come up with a lot of variations, a lot of creativity in terms of how they really plan the promotion. And one huge important part about the creativity is you can expect much more frequent promotional changes that they come up with. And there is again a very clear consumer insights driven reason behind this. The reason is we have seen that progressively over the last about 3 odd years, consumers tend to wait till almost the last minute before they make the purchase. So people are actually almost like delaying their purchasing behavior till the time they know they are absolutely convinced that they can't really get a better deal. So to maximize on this new consumer insight, this new consumer psychology, retailers, at least the bigger ones, would come up with promotions which are of fairly short duration, because they want to keep that overall consumer expectation, optimism, or let us say the percentage share of the holiday shopper's time spent on a particular site, xyz.com, maximizing that. So that is something, again, we definitely think would be in vogue this year. The third is we would most definitely recommend a go local strategy. It may be difficult, and I guess all of us know that with a 25% shorter runway to the holiday season, I mean, things can get crazy. Things will get crazy. So from that perspective, we very strongly recommend specifically the mid-tier and the smaller businesses to have a go local strategy in place, which gives you that competitive, that local advantage. In fact, as Maureen mentioned, we had this seminar on Tuesday. This was basically the annual retail digital marketing seminar for the C-level executives. And we had as the keynote speaker the head of industry for Google, Brett Goffin. So one of Brett's very interesting statement based on Google's data analysis was there is a lot of local business focus which Google is putting in, and just spurred by the fact that there are a lot of local opportunities which are available for the small and mid-tier retailers. So again, something we would very strongly recommend. The last part is almost like a cautionary part. So we are forecasting the year-on-year CPC increase on these particular dates. So all the dates which have been highlighted in red, you can expect almost like a 50% plus increase in cost per click compared to the same day last year, the same day in 2012. All the dates highlighted with orange, you can expect a 30% increase, and yellow is 25% increase. Now, overall, for the entire season, we wouldn't be very surprised if the cost per click goes up by almost about 42% over last year. That's a substantial increase. That would be driven primarily by more intense competition within that 3-week period leading to the Christmas. Let me move on to 3 very specific, definite strategies that we have identified and that we want to share with you. How exactly can a marketer maximize the holiday SEM sales? So the first part is analyze search traffic and conversion trends for 2011 and 2012. A very simplistic. You don't really need to sort of do too much. You just need to go to your Google Analytics data, and you have to just sort of generate 2 very simple reports. It is the traffic and the conversion report, which will tell you as to when exactly the spikes happened for your business, what were the most profitable spikes or times for the business during the holiday season last year. We have seen very interestingly so that despite the unevenness or the unpredictability of any holiday season, especially the 2013 holiday season, there is at least about a 65–70% similarity or commonality in terms of certain trends which you can expect. The second part, and we would very strongly recommend that you use our NetElixir's holiday calendar along with the historical data analysis to build a day-wise SEM plan. It's very important to create a day-wise SEM plan primarily because of a very simple factor which I mentioned earlier. You are looking at a per-day competitiveness increase which is unprecedented, which probably can go into probably double the quantum of competitiveness, maybe more. The CPCs of an average of about 42% is huge. You can expect a per day sales spike if you have the formula right, which probably is double that what you probably have expected, as I mentioned, the 3.3 versus 6 units per day calculation example. So have a day-wise SEM plan and very clearly ensure that that is integrated with the entire e-commerce logistics operations within your company. It's always better to be prepared, know the date, when the last day of ground shipping is happening, what is the last day for basically shipping to happen. How can you really maximize the Super Saturday? Because that is something you cannot really afford to plan at the last minute. The second one is another interesting one, which is tracking SEM revenues per state. Now, we are getting down to that level of focus, again, to an extent connected with our Go Local strategy, as to why every retail marketer, probably every marketer or every search marketer, should be very focused or very clearly should identify almost in the potential per state through a very simple metric, which is revenue per click. How much revenue are you generating per SEM click per state? And the third is, I will be presenting to you NetElixir's channel efficiency dashboard. Again, very highly recommended, because this will really help you keep a tab on the daily performance versus predefined targets. So I am sharing with you the traffic pattern analysis for the consumer electronics industry. Now, there are certain interesting pieces to this, and we have taken 2011 clicks, 2012 clicks, 2011 orders, 2012 orders. So let us discuss first as to what is the overall lag. So as you can see, basically there was a 3-day lag, or let us say the clicks in 2012 started to peak or spike, or that slope changed 3 days before it did in 2011. So what does it mean? Basically the interest level or the search query level or the clicks on a particular ad started going up, all the sort of holiday relevant ads, 3 days before it did in 2011. The same thing, exactly the same thing happened for orders as well. So the holiday orders which started peaking in 2011 actually was advanced by 3 days in 2012. The Black Friday weekend sales now actually started basically in 2012 on the Thanksgiving Day. And the other interesting way that you can really utilize or use this data analysis is basically by understanding even the post-holiday spike. Just take a look at this spike which is happening post-Christmas Day for consumer electronics. It is by no means a minor spike, given the fact we would normally expect sales to really sort of slow down infinitely. So our recommendation is plan to tap into post-Christmas sales spike. Very, very important. We are seeing this more and more. The last week, even after Christmas, is assuming the same shape, or it basically becoming a very important holiday shopping time as well. So we would very strongly, again, recommend analyze your clicks and order patterns, very simplistic, whatever analytics software you use, Google Analytics, Omnisphere, etc. Just sort of use that to get these two pieces of data, plot the trends on a day-by-day basis, and then understand as to what are the spikes within this holiday season which can potentially impact your business, and then have a plan to maximize the sales during this time. The other thing which I sort of basically mentioned was the SEM revenue per SEM click per state. So this is basically for one of our clients, again in the apparel space, a track of revenue by click number. So when you say revenue, let us say for a particular geography you are generating a revenue of about $10,000 in a month, but you are maybe getting about 500 clicks for that particular geo, or from that particular geo, or on that geo campaign. So you are looking at, in that case, $1,000 divided by 500 clicks, it's like $2 per click per state or for that state. This is very important because the concept that we are trying to build can almost be summarized in a very light way. That is your SEM customer coming from Florida more valuable compared to the SEM customer coming from California? So that's, I think, one of the things that you should be sort of cognizant of. For example, in this case, what we have tried to show is, let us say the revenue per click for a Texas customer is about $11, while revenue per click for a California customer is $14. So does it make sense for the company, for the marketer, to consider the revenue per click per geo for more efficient budget allocation, or maybe even deciding the product portfolio that they want to sell in California versus what they want to sell in Texas? So something to think about. It just sort of makes the entire marketing effort, the search marketing effort, much more efficient. It's your money. You have to really sort of ensure maximum efficiency about whatever you're spending. The last concept that we are going to present is again very powerful, very strong. It's called the channel efficiency dashboard, a very simplistic dashboard. So on the left side, you will see the channels. So all the channels, let us say SEM, SEO, shopping engine, social media, whatever you have, you basically sort of write down all the channels there. Use this key metrics to track what is the number of unique visitors, orders, revenue, and cost. And you have certain KPIs to give, which are a substantial amount of indicative of as to how healthy is your campaign on a particular channel. And then you have the different color codings. So basically what you need to do is, you need to set certain baseline KPIs and key metrics. That this is the daily revenue per order or AOV that I should expect. This is the on an average daily revenue by cost or ROAS number that I can expect. And then track the deviations. So anything which is like 10% plus the baseline or plus the average gets colored green. Anything which is, let us say, minus 10% to about 9.99% becomes yellow, and greater than minus 10% deviation, which is definitely a laggard. So this will really help you to not only operate the entire marketing program very efficiently, it will also help you to sort of make the entire process down to the level of each channel. So this is, I think, one of the things which I wanted to basically sort of share as such. So again, I just sort of got a comment, opened it up. It was basically, I think it's a very important concept. I'll try to sort of slow down and explain it a little more. This is very important. This is exceptionally important for your business and in light of the upcoming holiday season. So set baseline numbers. When I say numbers, is like in terms of key metrics and KPI per channel. Have different color classification based on the performance versus the baseline metrics, and track them on a daily basis. So that's, I think, what the channel efficiency dashboard is. We are happy to share with you a copy of the dashboard so that you can just sort of just copy this and use this for your business. So to summarize the three big things that we mentioned, which were connected to the holiday calendar. The first, apply NetLX's holiday marketing calendar to pre-plan daily SEM sales and spend. Our calendar is based on intensive data analysis for the last 5 holiday seasons, and we feel very confident in presenting the calendar to all of you. So use that calendar to be better prepared for this holiday season. The second point, use revenue per click to build geo-targeted campaigns. Go local strategy, have specific geo-targeted campaigns, and use a very simple KPI, which is the SEM revenue, or let us say online marketing revenue, divided by the number of clicks or number of visits as such to really define those geo-targeted campaigns. The third, keep your holiday marketing plan on track by using the NetLXer channel efficiency dashboard. So that's what I had to share. Let me sort of pass this on to Marin.
Thank you so much, Udayan. It was very informative. So basically what we want to do is offer a holiday today from NetElixir University. It's for a do-it-yourself AdWords audit. You can perform your own free 6-point audit of your AdWords account with this link. So netelixir.com/aoa.html. Check it out, run your own 6-point audit, and see what the health of your campaign is for this holiday season. So we have a few minutes left. I just want to thank you first, and if you have a request for this holiday marketing calendar template, you can tweet at NetElixir, or you can email me directly, marin@netelixir.com. And also, we really appreciate it if you would spread the love and tweet about our webinar at #NetElixirU. And over 23,000 and actually 23,932 small businesses from 171 countries have benefited from our free SEO and SEM tools at elixirmarketplace.com. We invite you to go there and become part of the group that's using all these tools and highly benefiting from them. So we're just going to open it up for the last few minutes with some questions. We've been seeing them pour in. So, Diane, the first question that we have about the webinar today is, what is the year-over-year online sales increase projected by NetElixir for this holiday season? Or in other words, how much are online sales projected to grow?
Marin, I think it's a difficult question, and I wish I really had the accurate answer, or hopefully what would be an accurate answer. Based on all the trends that we have seen for the first 8 months of this year, it's fair for us to really predict anywhere between a 20% to a 22% growth compared to the same time in 2012. So holiday season 2013 will see about a 20 to 22% growth in online sales revenue compared to the holidays 2012.
Wow, that's something really to think about for everyone, you know, as far as this holiday season is concerned. Okay, and another question, okay. What are some of the things that businesses need to be prepared for operationally this holiday season, Udayan?
One other important sort of things really sort of came out yesterday, as I mentioned during our planning session with the Kansas City Stakes marketing team, is a lot of companies, I mean, online marketing or search marketing is just one piece of the entire e-commerce puzzle. And often it is very intricately connected to basic things, operational things like logistics, the free shipping, the shipping capability, etc. So it's exceptionally important for all the companies, all the departments to work together, specifically understand and know as to what is the last day when your ground shipping would happen. I mean, if there is a free shipping promotion, ensure that it is in line with your capability to ship the quantum of the products that you are expecting. Or the other piece is, this probably may be a little bit of almost like a hyper projection thing, but it may be worthwhile to also talk to your e-commerce platform just to ensure that your site doesn't crash if there is a sudden spike in the overall number of visitors to your site, and so on. Because nothing can be more agonizing than seeing your site crash or not working when your marketing has been able to drive a phenomenal number of visitors to the site. So I think that's very, and the other thing is basically, I mean, this year we are expecting the mobile to contribute a huge percentage of the overall site traffic and sales. So ensure that the mobile site is working well as well. So all these just very basic operational stuff needs to be really ensured that you have everything in place so that you are ready for a really big holiday season. As I mentioned, 22% increase in sales projected within a 25% less time between Thanksgiving and Christmas definitely makes things a little more complex and unique and different compared to the previous years.
Oh, that gives us a lot to think about. Okay, thank you, Dan. Well, this is actually all the time we have for today. Any other questions, I will definitely reach out to you and get those answers over to you. You can email me, always marin@netelixir.com. And we really do appreciate your time this afternoon. And feel free to reach out to me with any other questions. And we hope you enjoy your weekend and have a great holiday season.
Thank you, and happy selling.